Hey y'all, and welcome back to the second ever IDHACNBPGSATTG. Wow, it's been a while since the last one. Gave the first one a looky here. For those that don't know, IDHACNBPGSATTG is the series with the ever so catchy acronym of I don't have a catchy nickname, but please give some attention to these guys. Except in this case, the last word would be gal because I'm going to be talking about the Fralian Falco Knight, Syrene. Syrene is a Falco Knight that joins during or after Chapter 17 with really underwhelming stats. Most players would expect stats on a unit with her join time to be better, especially with units like Goto, Athos, Shura, and Seth being strong units despite their late arrival. But it isn't like Syrene's base stats are so bad they give Amelia a newfound sense of confidence. For starters, 15 speed means she isn't going to be doubled easily, and with an extra point of constitution compared to Tana, AS penalties won't hurt her as much. Heck, with her C rank and swords at base, she can even use the killing edge without suffering in attack speed loss. She also comes with an A rank in lances, letting her use just about every lance in the game outside of Dathomir and Ephraim's personal weapons. So even if her strength is low for that point in the game, being able to use silver lances makes up for it. Thankfully, she isn't stuck in this base form and has meaningful contributions that allow her to warrant use, even in the later maps. Chapter 18 is the first map where Syrene can be present from start to finish, and it somewhat feels like the map was made with her in mind. While flight may not be as valuable here when compared to other maps because of the caldera zone, the map is still filled with plenty of cliffs she can traverse easily. Also, being able to get some of the Gorgon eggs that are in hard to reach places is good, especially since she's the only EXP hungry unit that's worth investing into at this point in the game. For this reason, she actually makes a decent user of the meta system, even if it's only a 5% increase to gross. While Chapter 19 is not a map that highlights Syrene's strengths very well, having a high movement unit with serviceable stats works well enough in cleaning up some of the enemies. Nonetheless, Syrene's utility comes back in full force in Chapter 20, where she can ferry units across the mountain range at the start of the map and the body of water near the Black Temple. In a way, she's sort of like a summon, where her stats might not be able to keep up with the more full-fledged combat units like a trained Vanessa or Tana. Her stats are still useful enough that she can still meaningfully contribute. Also, being able to carry a unit lets another flyer fill whatever combat requirements of the map need to be fulfilled. In the first part of the final chapter, Syrene functions similarly to Chapter 20, being able to skip the gap and bypass the Draco zombie, which would otherwise be a big problem to the team. As for the second part of the final chapter, Syrene can be a part of the triangle attack, which forces a critical hit to land regardless of accuracy or critical hit rates. While it's mostly a novelty, it's valuable in being able to set up a reliable means to heavily damage the Demon King, especially with a Wyvern Knight Vanessa or Tana leading the charge thanks to them having access to Pierce. I hope I proved to all of you that Syrene is a unit worth more than a passing glance. While it doesn't change the fact that her start is awfully underwhelming, and that more of us should have been the Goto, the game makes sure to prove that she has enough value to meaningfully contribute. Thank you for stopping by, and I hope I see you next time.